Hey guys, welcome out to the Canadian Adventure, which is the new series on the channel. Hope you enjoyed my hilariously bad teaser video. Hope no Canadians were offended. I do know a couple. I didn't ask them first. So, playing Football Manager 2020. So first of all, we're playing this on Steam. We're not playing the Stadia version purely because I want to use the Canadian DLC, which is not, as far as I know, on the Stadia version. So, why Canada? Well, I don't know. I'm a bit weird, so I thought I'd try it. The Canadian Premier League is brand new. It's brand new in real life, I think. I think it only started last year, so I just thought it'd be interesting. Why not? There's only 7 teams at the minute. It's got 2 leagues. It's weird. We'll go through that in a minute. So, objectives for the series, I suppose. I want to win the Canadian Championship, which isn't the Canadian Premier League, and I will explain in a minute. And I think, no, it's quite a small league, so it's good for a new save, especially if I haven't done one before. So people have been asking for this for ages, so we're going to give it a go. Right. So first of all, here I am, Dave Gizmo. Let's click on me. I can't make that bigger, but that's a hell of a tash in it. Hang on. No, not quite. So Dave is a 29-year-old English Canadian. Continental A, so not the full license. Professional footballer at local level, so not the full thing. So I won't be offered like the Real Madrid job straight away, which is probably for the best. The only reason I've gone half Canadian so I can have French, and I kind of want to have a shot at the Canadian national team eventually. So it helps if you're from that nation. So that's me. FC Edmonton. Let's have a look. Club info. Founded in 2009. Like I said, it's a new league, so most of the teams are pretty new. What I really like about this DLC, because it's official, we have the official kits, the official badge, and a fairly okay face pack. And I really like these kits. I think I priced them up at like 90 quid to import from Canada, so maybe next time. Edmonton obviously play at the Clark Stadium, which is a synthetic new type soft, whatever that is. They got new facility stuff. Pretty bad facilities. That's not too bad. But it's a new team in a new league, so it's what it is, right? So the Canadian Premier League is very strange. So let's go to the rules. So there is a spring season, and then there is a fall season. So I'm guessing, why is it only 10 games, but there's 7 teams, so it should be 12 games. That's strange. God knows. So we've got transfer windows. So yeah, the season starts in April, so we've got transfer window up until the start of the season, and then that, I'm guessing that is the break between spring and fall. Got any structure? There is just nothing useful, is there? So it's probably easy to go on schedule, right? Right, so it's only scheduled the spring season so far. I know there is a fall season. Why do I only play 10 games? That's really strange. Who am I not playing? This is a really good thing. So I'm not playing Halifax twice, and I'm not playing York 9 twice. York 9's a terrible name for a full team, by the way. I'm sorry if anyone's a York 9 fan, but it's a terrible name. Cool. So, we've got a season prediction. No, we don't, so that's cool. Right, so let's have a look. Oh, first of all, let's explain the Canadian league structure. I think one of these gives me here. Yeah, so the Canadian Championship is all the Canadian teams, including the teams in the MLS, the teams in the regional leagues now, I guess, and obviously the Canadian Premier League. So that's the goal, is to win that, which is going to be pretty difficult with Edmonton, to be honest, but we'll see. So I was asked this on Twitter. I can go to the MLS, but I can only go to the Canadian teams. So if Toronto, Vancouver, or Montreal offer me a job and I want to take it, I can take it to win the Canadian Championship. And then once I've done that, if I do that, then we'll think about maybe doing the North American Champions League, or ideally I'd like to do the Canadian national team, try and win the Gold Cup. The World Cups, I haven't got time. I haven't got time to win the World Cup Canada, but it would be fun to do the Gold Cup. I've done that before, so yeah, I like the idea of this self-contained little North American save, to be honest with you, because you can do Europe, but for a first save on YouTube, Europa League, Champions League, all that stuff is such a bit, even no matter who you are, it's such a build up. So I figured it'd be nice to try this. If I don't enjoy it, people don't watch it, then it's no great loss. I'll go back to doing the wrestling videos, which we're still doing Brandwell Season 1, still got over 10 episodes as of this recording. And there is plans for Season 2. Those plans have changed since the last video I talked about it, but we'll see. When that happens, there'll be another really bad teaser trailer, probably starring the Repo Man. Let's go with the Repo Man. So, first and foremost, let's look at the finances. So, modest finance. Also, so my understanding is that there is a wage cap, like a salary cap, like most of the American leagues, but there isn't like trades and waivers, and I don't think it's centralized. So what that means is I don't think the Canadian Premier League owns the leagues. I think they just have normal chairmen, like in Europe. So that's kind of cool as well. Doing a really bad job. So what else we got here? We got, yes, the Canadian Premier League spring season. I think there's a North American Cup, but as it's not on here yet, I don't know, because it's weird. If you start this game up with the DLC, it wants you to start in 2020. But if you start with the MLS, you can start in 2019. But the 2019 season's on here, so I don't know. Maybe it's a licensing thing. I don't know. And obviously, because it's this season, it doesn't have Atletico Ottawa, which is the new team set up by Atletico Madrid, which is really, really cool. That's just Ottawa Fury, isn't it? Yeah, so that's not on here yet. Just presuming this isn't cool. That Ottawa, lovely. But that'd be interesting for next season. I wonder if they will add it as like a normal league, not DLC, because that'd be cool. Right, so let's see what the club vision. So if you haven't played Football Manager 2020, they introduced like a 5-year plan thing basically into the game, which I think is pretty cool. So let's see what they want. So this season, I've got signed players under 23, not a problem, because my team's really young. Mid-table. Now mid-table sounds great, but mid-table is 4th, so still top 4. I can do that. Grow the club's reputation. I certainly will try. Next season they want a top half finish, which is still 4th, so that's fine. Reach the Canadian Championship proper, so I must have qualifying rounds. That's going to be fun. And then third and fourth season they want me to win the league, so that's okay. We'll see. It would be really funny if I got sacked straight away, wouldn't it? Right, so this is the league rules. Right, no more than 23 players. It's fine. I don't like having a big squad. 5 foreigners in the playing 11. Ugh. And then again, the salary must be less than 11. Okay, I wonder if that goes up. Following position. Okay, so it's Agnes if you got promoted from the regionals. Okay, the squad must have no more than 7. I currently have 7. Although when I did a test for about like a month on this game, most of my players ended up becoming Canadian pretty quickly. So let's look at the players. This is my little thing. So most of them are Canadian, which is good. Right, let's go by ability. So the only player I have heard of here is Tommy Amiobi, who used to play, was obviously one of the Amiobis from Newcastle, and he used to play for Leeds, so I have heard of him. Not prolific looking at him, and I think he's just a big old target man, isn't he? Yeah. Not good finishing, but good in the air at this level. Although, I say this level, I don't really know what level this is. It kind of looks like League 1 to me. So that'd be interesting. We've got Tony Charney. I'm going to say that wrong. It's international. He's a good holding midfielder. 16 strength, really good. 14 aggression. 29. I think he'll be good for us this year. James Marcelin. So it's another defensive midfielder. That might be annoying. How's his passing? Haitian. Another international, which is good. He's decent. Obviously, Tommy Amu, we know. Ramon Sorio? I'm sorry if I butcher these names. Spanish. He'll be a centre-back, I think. Not great in the air, but he can pass, so okay, cool. And we'll have a proper look at. So obviously this is Prince Amanda. That's great. My girlfriend's name's Amanda. Sorry if Prince Amanda's watching this. I'm sorry I've taken the mick out of your name, but that's a great name. So obviously this episode is just the introductory episode. So next episode I'll go to the first game of the season. I'll play my pre-season stuff. I'll do my transfers, do my tactic and all that kind of stuff. Hire my staff, and then we'll have a bit more of an in-depth look. What we're doing, we'll probably do, so the structure I'm going to do, I'm not going to do every game as a live com. I'm probably going to do, that's 10 games, probably like 2 games an episode, and then maybe have an episode off. Depends entirely of how it goes, and obviously because I don't know the league structure properly yet until they start throwing matches. The Canadian Championship is obviously the game. We're always going to do the Canadian Championship games because they're the most important, and we'll just see. So it's going to be interesting because I don't know anything really about the league or any of the teams. I think Cavalry have Ledgerwood, which is the only player I've really heard of who's Canadian. He's getting on a bit. I think he used to play for QPR. No, that's the other one. He played for Munich though, so He's a good player. Like, he's 34, but he's still a good player. On the Canadian national team right now, John Herdman, who's English. He's managed women's club and Canada. I've never heard of him. Never heard of him. But they've still got a decent little team. Just gonna do a bit of live scouting here, guys. Atiba Hutchinson is a player I'd love to sign. I don't care if he's 35. He'd be perfect. Obviously, I'd have attribute masking on, which I know a lot of YouTubers don't, but I like. What's the point of having scouts if you know everything to begin with? So, but yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to look at. So we've done our introductory meetings, tactics. I'm just gonna play a 4-4-2. If you're expecting tactical geniusing, that's not me. So what I will probably do, to be honest with you, will probably be wing play, and just for now 4-4-2. I like having two up top because this is not going to be a high level league. I think I've got a lot of strikers. Yeah, I've got 4 strikers, plus he might be a striker as well. I like him. Really young team as well, I think, looking at this. My age. So I've got 2 players over 30. So, yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be an interesting save. So, if you like this first rambly introduction, put a like on it, as they say. And I'll see you for the first proper episode next week. Bye now.